Today I'm going to show you a workshop tool that you may not have even known existed, or you've known it existed and just haven't pulled the trigger on buying one just out of being not sure if you needed it or not. Well, I'm going to tell you that you do need it. The must-have tool fits inside this tiny, unassuming box. Its impact is big, but the box is small. Not going to lie, I feel like an infomercialist, but I'm not. I paid for this out of my own wallet, but I feel like it would be a disservice by not bringing this to the automotive community, so that way you guys can be aware. Go out and grab yourself one, because no doubt, in your shed, you've got exactly what I have in these bags. So let's get into that and show you. Each one of these has a story. Some purchased by myself, some purchased by yourself, others hand me down. Bags and bags full of 18-volt battery operated tools. This is only part of what I've got, but just the selection that I decided to bring out here to show you today whilst going through what is in this box. The reason I purchased it was I wanted to use a 1/2-inch impact gun. Guess what? All the batteries for this 1/2-inch impact gun, dead flat. Can't charge them, cactus. So I got searching on the web, come across these. Battery adapters. Pretty simple, unassuming device. Slides on, just like a standard battery would, but here's the deal. Not only can you do that, I've now just put on an 18-volt Makita battery to a Hitachi impact driver. That's cost saving. This adapter cost me about $38 delivered to my door. The other side is, if I didn't use this adapter, this 1/2-inch impact driver would just be sitting on the shelf just like that forevermore. I'd never throw it away because it's a good tool. I might use it one day. Maybe there's a way I can use it. And here we are. I finally found it. The way to use it. As I said, each one of these tools has its own story. This one started my trade. Did my apprenticeship with it. Along with this drill, this impact driver to follow afterwards as the upgrade. The Makita gear, purchased it another time when I didn't have these tools available to me and I needed to get in and get the job done. This Stanley stuff, it was a hand-me-down. Ozito, hand-me-down too. But the fact of the matter is, I was able to bring back into service my Hitachi equipment by getting this battery adapter, and I've got no doubt that you too have many of these lying around under cupboards. The clincher is you can get these battery adapters for anything. You can, or just about anything anyway. You can go Makita to Milwaukee, Milwaukee to Makita, Makita to Hitachi, Hitachi to Makita. The list goes on. You can go from Metabo to any of the other options that I've just mentioned as well. That's a money saver. If I didn't pay for this $38 battery adapter, I'd have been up for a couple $100 of impact driver. The reason that I needed the impact driver was because I only had this one, a big 3/4 drive Makita. It's too big for some jobs and it gets heavy and it's awkward. Whereas you can get in, you can get under, you can maneuver around nice and easily with the 1/2-inch drive. The other thing is multiples of tools. So now, if I can get it in there, I can use that grinder with, let's say, a flapper disc, and I can use this Stanley with a cutting disc. So that enables me to use multiple tools with different attachments for the task that I'm doing. Not having to swap things over under a car, you're doing something, grinding away. Probably cutting disc isn't the best option to be going with the flapper disc, but you could be grinding something off with a grinding wheel, come back through, finish it up with the flapper disc. The other options I've got, and again, rolling back to hating throwing things away and wasting money when they can just be repurposed. So now, 18 volt drill. I could be going through, pre-drilling holes with the drill bit, coming straight back through, 5/16 bits, punching in screws. Prime example for you is just imagine laying under a car on your back or on your guts. You're in an awkward position and you don't want to be there as it is. You're pre-drilling holes to put in some riv nuts or something like that. You want to run a smaller hole before you run a bigger hole. So instead of fiddling, laying there, trying to get multiple drill bits on your drill, you can just go boss, get your 18 volt, no battery or drill bit in at this time, then go boss with your bigger hole, drive your riv nut in, keep sliding down. Less hassle, less drama, makes the job easier, and when you make it easier, you're more likely to get in and get it done. That's the one thing that I've noticed with trying to set up my workshop and get it sorted out, is the easier I've been able to make it, the more likely that I'm going to get out in the shed, fix those cars and those relics that I'm really wanting to be using, getting them back on the road, or just up and running and enjoying as I wanted. Again, repurposing old tools that you have once abandoned and thought to throw away. So you want to hear about the downsides. About the only downside that I've been able to come across is it's slightly more bulky. As you can see there, probably about, say, 2 centimeters, 20 millimeters more depth once you've actually added this adapter on. That, for the cost saving abilities that I've just come up with, outweighs absolutely anything for the positives that this can actually bring. I've been using this adapter on some jobs and some uploads that you'll see in the coming weeks, and it has been an absolute godsend, a complete blessing. I'm glad to be able to share this with you. This is part of the reason that I've made this channel, so that we can work together as an automotive community, bring each other ideas, tips and tricks, hacks, all sorts of things. I put out a hack short the other week there and it's doing quite well, 8,000, 9,000 views. This is what it's about. It's raising awareness, showing you guys what can be done, and not just bringing these old relics like the 76 CJ Chrysler or Fiona, the bed that we're working on today, to you. I'm also glad that we're actually able to use this igloo that I've built as a part of the channel. Brought you in just a little bit closer here for this one. The only other thing that I was concerned about is voltage drop across the battery and the adapter itself. So I'll just show you here now. So down on the bottom corner, you'll be able to see that I've got a multimeter set up. So this is straight onto the battery. So we've got 19.53, 54, 56 with the battery itself. Then through the adapter, we're looking at 19.53, 54. So exactly the same. So I just wanted to clarify for you guys that this doesn't create voltage drop or massive voltage drop with no current. Once there's some current going through it, maybe that differs a bit, but there's no issues with connections as it sits right now. So there we have it. That's my must-have, need in your workshop tool that I've found of late. It's a money saver just in itself. I'll give you a sneak peek of some other Oz DM that we've got coming up. Not going to tell you what it is, but if you can catch that glimpse and you know, put it down in the comments. Thank you for watching. This is Patina Garage. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you on the next one.